Buckle up for 20 wild wrecks, funny fails, unplanned off-roading, and semi-surprises. From airborne acoustics to chaotic crashes, Wham Bam Dashcam has it all. Spencer was on his way home and using what he called Mercedes self-driving when his C300 left the road at 40 miles per hour before slamming hard into a curb and barely missing a light pole. The impact with the curb wrecked the front wheel, making the car undrivable after it slid to a stop in the center turn lane. Spencer told us he's thankful he didn't hit the pole. He sat and waited in his car for 3 hours before a tow truck arrived to take his Mercedes away. Fixing the damage ended up costing $8,000. In case you're wondering, Spencer's 2019 Mercedes C300 does have a bunch of advanced driver assistance systems, but it definitely doesn't have any sort of self-driving feature in the sense that my fellow Tesla owners are used to. Perhaps that's why, in this case, the car had no problem leaving the road and heading straight for a pole. Hands on the wheel and eyes on the road, Spencer. A subscriber sent us this footage from his mother's dashcam and asked us to credit the submission to Mumsy. Mumsy was driving her Chevy Blazer when a Honda driver exited a gas station parking lot, pulling out right in front of her. After Mumsy's Blazer T-boned the Honda, her SUV summoned first responders while her smartwatch let her 2 adult sons know that a collision had been detected. By the time our subscriber arrived, her Blazer was already getting towed. Both drivers were evaluated at the scene before Mumsy was taken away to be treated for multiple injuries. Thankfully, she's expected to fully recover. The Honda driver admitted he hadn't checked for traffic on his right before exiting the parking lot, and he was cited for failing to yield. Our subscriber told us he has dash cams in all 3 of his vehicles. His niece, nephew-in-law, and brother all have dash cams too, as well as his mother, of course. After this incident, his aunt and uncle also ordered one, and he'll be installing it for them when it arrives. Steve was on his way to watch his daughter graduate from Army Basic Combat Training when the semi-truck ahead of him suddenly lost it lost a part. We don't really know what it was. Steve told us that semi-trucks are ticking time bombs. Stay away from them. If you know what Steve managed to dodge after it came flying off that truck, let us know what it was in the comments. Brian was on his way home when the driver of a Ford Focus began merging into Brian's lane, clipping the front of his Nissan Titan and ripping off the front bumper cover. The driver of the Ford Focus, which was already damaged before this collision, pulled over while Brian stopped in the center turn lane. A witness flagged down some nearby police officers, and they responded quickly to the scene. Thankfully, neither driver had any serious injuries, and paramedics cleared them both at the scene. Brian provided his dashcam footage to the police, which made completing the police report a breeze. He told us Wham Bam Dashcam inspired him to install a dashcam in his pickup truck, and he hopes others will too. If you need a dashcam, remember that you can find links to the models our team uses in the video description. Charlie watched the driver of an SUV tailgate a Tesla Model 3 for quite some time before trying to run it off the road. After the Tesla driver successfully dodged the sideswipe attack, they continued the road rage by trying to throw a cup at the SUV. But the cup must have been empty because it didn't make it very far. Well, that was embarrassing. Looks like the Tesla driver's throw didn't have much range, if you know what I mean. Charlie told us his wife called 911 and gave the cops a running commentary until the 2 vehicles were out of sight. He also told us they use our videos to educate their teenagers on how not to drive. If Wham Bam is part of your driver's ed, throw your cup at the subscribe button while we keep the show rolling. Kate watched a man on a disability scooter start across a busy road without waiting for the walk signal. After slamming on the brakes to avoid running over the rascal, Kate said the pickup driver had some words with him. Undeterred, the guy parked in the crosswalk, blocking the turn lane while waiting for traffic to clear. He waited so long, in fact, that we have time to shout out Kate's children, Alex and Vanessa, who watch all our videos. Kate's footage ends here, so I guess we'll never know if the guy ever made it across the street. Mark was driving down Rex Road when he noticed an oncoming Mustang driver slam on the brakes. That prompted him to check his rearview mirror, where he saw a huge cloud of dust on the side of the road. After turning around and discovering the cause of the chaos, Mark reviewed the footage from his dash cam. Check out what he discovered. A pickup truck in the distance behind him lost traction before fishtailing around and eventually ending up off the road and in the trees. Mark told us he provided a copy of his dashcam footage to a police officer the next day. Wayne was a car behind a pickup loaded with cargo, including a guitar and a sheet. How do we know that, you may be wondering? Because the truck lost the guitar and sheet on the highway, forcing both Wayne and the Mustang driver ahead of him to swerve to avoid hitting them. Thankfully, neither vehicle was damaged by the flying fender. Bryce was following behind a white Buick when it suddenly rear-ended a Prius, forcing Bryce to go off-road to avoid getting involved in the collision. With a fire station right across the street, Bryce decided to continue on while calling 911 to report the collision. While it looks like the incident ended up involving 3 vehicles, it doesn't appear that anyone was seriously hurt. If anyone out there still doesn't understand why drivers shouldn't leave gaps for turning traffic, here's another great example. Blame whoever you want, but the drivers ahead of Mike shouldn't have stopped here. The light was green, the road was clear, and the driver waiting to turn into the driveway could have done so when there was an actual opening. Instead, the driver of a white VW almost T-boned them after they made a turn through a gap that never should have been left for them in the first place. Remember, it's not courteous, it's dangerous. Close the gap. If that one didn't convince you not to leave gaps for drivers waiting to turn into driveways, what about this one? Maya was driving down a lane that leads straight to a highway on-ramp when drivers in the other 2 lanes left a gap, and I bet you can guess what happened. In case you're wondering, no, there is no law in Kansas that says you aren't allowed to block turning drivers from reaching the local fast food restaurant. That was a driveway, not a street, so this isn't an intersection. Maya said exactly what we're all thinking. People need to stop leaving gaps like this. Say it with us one more time. It's not courteous, it's dangerous. Close the gap. This subscriber spotted a Tesla behaving badly when the Model 3 driver ahead ignored multiple no U-turn signs.
That Tesla man can't drive. That Tesla man can't drive.
While his dashcam footage didn't include any audio, we imagine our subscriber was excited to capture this video as he told us, "Of course I got a video for Wham Bam." If you have footage to share, the link is in the video description. Julie was waiting in a pharmacy drive-thru when the Chevy behind her rolled into the back of her Kia Soul ever so slowly. After the collision, Julie got out to talk to the driver, who then claimed that Julie had backed into her. When Julie informed her she'd captured the event with her dashcam, she then claimed that Julie had doctored the footage. Even though Julie couldn't find any damage, she ended up calling the police over the Chevy driver's lies, then waiting 2 hours for officers to respond. So far, neither driver has filed an insurance claim. Draco got a green light for a protected left turn when a Toyota driver decided their red light was just a suggestion. Draco told us he was taking his wife Mackenzie out for a date, and he's glad he noticed the Camry and stopped in time to avoid a collision. This subscriber was on his way to the local paper company, we assume, when an SUV driver pulled across the road in front of him. Even though he slammed on the brakes, he wasn't able to avoid T-boning the Hyundai. The other driver told our subscriber that he couldn't see him, and it's obvious why. He couldn't see much of anything behind the pickup in the right lane, but he decided to drive across the road anyway. For all the parents using our videos to teach their teenagers how to drive, here's a pretty obvious lesson that we shouldn't need to teach. You're not supposed to start across the road when you can't see that it's not clear. You're supposed to wait until you can see that it is clear. If you can't see anything at all, assume it's not clear and wait. You'll be glad you did. Cass was driving down an Oklahoma highway when 3 speeding vehicles, a car, a pickup, and an SUV, raced past him. Moments later, congestion forced the SUV driver to go off-road to avoid a collision. After narrowly missing multiple vehicles and barreling along in the grass for a while, the SUV driver eventually made their way back onto the highway, just in time to avoid hitting a guardrail or being sent up an off-ramp. Trey was on his way home from work when one driver left a gap for another driver waiting to turn into a driveway and, well, you know. After the collision, Trey was waiting for first responders when another wreck happened in the exact same spot and in the exact same way. Thankfully, Trey wasn't hurt, but one of the drivers in the other wreck was hospitalized. The other driver's insurance provider accused Trey of speeding, but his dashcam footage clearly proves that wasn't the case. He told us that a dashcam is the best witness anyone could invest in, and he highly recommends them. The driver of the silver car told police that the driver of the black SUV had waved him through, so he assumed there wasn't any traffic coming in the other lane. While Trey's Chrysler is probably totaled, he's thankful nobody was hurt. This subscriber was on his way home when he crested a hill to discover an oncoming SUV passing another across double yellow lines. All 3 drivers were forced to swerve to prevent any collisions as they flew past each other at over 120 miles per hour. A few minutes later, an impatient Dodge Dart driver did almost the exact same thing while passing our subscriber. Yikes! I guess risking your life and the lives of everyone around you is worth it to shave a minute or 2 off your commute, right? Hunter was on his way to work when another driver made a right on red before turning across every lane of the highway. By the time Hunter realized what was happening, it was too late for him to avoid a rear-end collision. The impact spun the other car across the median and into a third vehicle, a pickup pulling a trailer. Police, paramedics, and firefighters all responded to the scene, and they then discovered that the other driver was 90 years old. The collision did $8,000 in damage to Hunter's Passat, totaling it since it was only worth $11,000. There was then a 2.5-year legal battle to get the other driver's insurance provider to pay for his medical bills. Thankfully, everything has now been taken care of, but that just goes to show that even if you aren't at fault in a collision, the results can still cause you pain, both literal and figurative, for years afterward. Lonnie had just finished getting his Mercedes washed when he spotted a guy riding a very interesting bicycle. I want to know what that bike is called, and how the guy manages to get on it. I mean, he must use a stepladder, right? But does he take a stepladder with him everywhere he goes, or does he only get on and off it at home? Can he lock it in a regular bike rack? Will it fit on the front of a bus? I have so many questions. I'm also wondering why you haven't seen this episode yet. It's a banger. We also have a playlist of every episode of Wham Bam Dashcam, perfect for putting on in the background while you study or do the dishes. Just not while you drive, okay?
Wham, bam, we got a Patreon, man. Please support the show.